Welcome to CSL TV, and I just hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is just a review, a reaction, as well as an informational channel. Hopefully, the informational part help you in someone out, and we pretty much just watch and talk about what goes on in the world. And as you guys can see, the Michigan police say 4 people was killed, while 17 was injured after a semi-truck crashes into the vehicles stuck in traffic. And just to say that I'm very deeply sorry that, people don't understand the concept of stay off your phone while you're driving. But this truck driver was in the fast lane, in the passing lane when all this happened. And, traffic stopped, but he didn't. And he struck so many cars. And just to see that blaze of fire on the highway, bring back traumatic experiences from when I was in a car accident because of somebody texting and driving on their cellular devices while operating the road. It could be deadly if you don't see it. But if you do see it, you can come out there with injuries. And hopefully it's not life-threatening injuries. So, with that being said, I just hope you guys are following the road rules to the T. Because as you can see, this can be anybody. Hope y'all have a good day. And as always, let's get it.
This story is horrifying, and we have to warn you, the details may be upsetting. This is 26-year-old Holly Metzen, a young woman from Lincoln, England, whose life was full of promise and possibility. Holly, with her whole future ahead of her, was caught in a marriage that was teetering on the brink of collapse. Her husband, 28-year-old Nicholas Metzen, had a history of violence and run-ins with the law dating back to 2013. Despite all that, Holly hoped for a better future, one that she would never get to see. In March 2023, someone walking along a river stumbled upon a horrifying scene. Plastic bags floating in the water, one containing a human hand. Authorities soon discovered that Holly had been murdered and dismembered, cut into over 200 pieces, and scattered around the area. Nicholas, who initially denied all charges, eventually admitted to the gruesome killing and to paying an accomplice to dispose of her body. The investigation revealed a chilling detail. In the days following Holly's murder, Nicholas had searched online for information on the benefits he would receive upon his wife's death and whether she could haunt him. As the family read victim impact statements in court, they described Holly as a victim of coercive control and manipulation by Nicholas, whom they labeled an evil monster. Sadly, this whole incident is way too common in our world. On average, every minute, 20 people are abused by an intimate partner in the United States. This all happened in 2023, but Nicholas and his accomplice will be sentenced this month.
My condolences goes out to her family just because, man, this sick motherfucker then chopped her body up in over 200 pieces. And I don't understand why people feel the need to be this rageful when you could have simply got a divorce. You could have simply said, I don't want to do this no more and we're done. I don't know if y'all did all the counseling, but it seems like you need more than just counseling, because to go through with something like this and then to actually research shit about just dumb nonsense, I hope they give you 200 life sentence. Because anybody cutting somebody's body up that bad, that shit got to be very personal. And I just don't understand why people have that much in them to want to do some crazy shit like that. Like, damn, do you know how long something like that probably took? It ain't like it was a zip and a snap. That should take a lot of time, because, that's just fucking retarded. And on another thing of not that being fucking retarded, how could anybody go through with this? Like, you cutting somebody up in all these little tiny pieces, and now you just sitting there doing this shit. That had to take a lot of hours, a lot of man hours, a lot of insane hours, And then for you just to go on and live your life like everything was okay or whatever the fuck you was thinking. I just don't understand. Like, man, the women that have to go through stuff like this, them finding moments of not knowing, them finding moments of just what the hell I got yourself into. We don't know what they feel when something like this come about. So it's sad to see that this isn't a main topic of discussion, just like when it comes to somebody trying to win votes or something, you know, because a lot of these people that do this type of stuff really need fucking more than just counseling and therapy. They need to get their head examined to see what the hell's going on in there, because god damn, man.
This story is deeply upsetting. This is Julianne Sinetra, a 38-year-old woman from Irvine, California, who loved her family, dogs, and life. Her mother says they talked every day, even if it was just for a minute or two. Over the weekend, she and her brother were supposed to go to a concert together, but Julie never showed.
She would never miss something like that unless there was something wrong. So we knew something was wrong and we reported her missing that night.
Cops tracked her car to a residential neighborhood in Southern California, and on Tuesday, a gardener made a gruesome discovery. Julie's dead body stuffed in a garbage can in this backyard. Police say the killer was her boyfriend, a 50-year-old man, who was later arrested an hour away at a family member's house. But here's the thing, her family says they've never heard of this man.
We've heard this name. We've never met, seen, had any inkling that there was this person in her life.
Despite that, cops say this is a case of domestic violence. In 2018, 63% of all female murders in the United States were done by husbands, boyfriends, or exes. That means every day, yes, every single day, 3 women in the U.S. are killed by a male intimate partner. This rate is so high that one advocacy group calls it a silent epidemic of femicide. And what drives these unimaginable crimes? The patriarchy. The patriarchy is a predominant worldview that men hold primary power and should dominate women politically, economically, and socially. Until we address the root cause of this violence by teaching young men that women are not objects to be owned, dominated, and controlled, we can expect more cases like Julie to continue.
Now, this shit is very crazy that she had a boyfriend and nobody knew about this motherfucker. Like, damn, she really was keeping this part of her life private, but too private because they didn't even know that they had any type of crazy shit going on. Maybe they didn't have anything crazy going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's why she didn't show any signs of anything. And that this sick, twisted motherfucker probably just wanted to do that because who knows why. He got issues. Anybody that feels violence is a way to solve things, in my eye, you have fucking issues. You know, it's one thing that you talk about it or what you would like to see happen or done because of, you know, that's just how people feel at the moment. But to actually proceed and go through with the shit, that's when you know you fucking sick and you got issues because, I mean, damn, you done threw her body in a damn garbage can like she was trash when she was loved by many people. Hell, she was supposed to have went to a banging ass concert with her brother. So that means that she was loved from her family and from the people. But unfortunately, you don't know what that type of love means. And you can't just be throwing people away like they garbage. So hopefully justice gets served right. And they just throw you into the jail just like you garbage.